Greetings to all. I am going to handle the subject business research methods in that research gap. So research gap is very important, but we have to get the research gap from the review of literature, and it is very important for the study because the study goes only with further concurrence of the research gap. So research gap plays a very important role. This is the prime place where we have to decide about the title and where we have to go and which is our destination and so on. From where we have to start our work and end our work also depends upon the research gap. So research gap is nothing but a gap where we have to get lot of data from the review of literature. So research gap is an unanswered question. So it doesn't have any answer. It is an unanswered question, an unexplored topic. So it has never been explored. It is a very new insight for any researcher or area with insufficient research within a field of study, which is identifying the research gap. So, identification of research gap is crucial for advancing knowledge and guiding new studies by highlighting areas that are outdated or contradictory or have simply been overlooked. So it covers all these things which we have discussed in the research gap. These gaps represents the opportunities for researchers to conduct new research that is significant and contributes to the existing body of knowledge. So we should have a significant study which is very important for any research. So research gap is an unanswered question. As already I told, it is not an answered question, it is a new insight which is going to give inputs for the research study. And also an unexplored area or a lack of sufficient evidence within a field of study. There is no such evidence for this field of study. It represents a missing piece of knowledge. So it represents a missing piece of knowledge that creates an opportunity for new research and also to contribute the existing literature. So it contributes to the existing literature and also it's a new research. And identifying a research gap is crucial because it demonstrates the relevance and significance of a new study and helps to establish its originality. So this gives a new study and really establish how the study is having its originality without any deviations from the previous study or existing study. So it paves way for the study of the research. Next topic is steps to identify and write a research gap. So the step one is to review the existing studies. So we have to review the existing studies and we have to see to that repeated findings without any new insights. So we can identify the findings. One review of literature will be different. There will not be any similarity in the literatures, but there will be little similarities might be there. But exactly the study of one researcher to the other researchers will not be the same at any point of time. So area studies in different contexts, but not in yours. And also old studies that need updated data. So it needs the old studies that need the updated data. Step 2 is identifying what's missing. So it is very important. The step 2 is how to identify what are the data which has been missing and what has not been studied earlier. We have to see to that which are the studies not been studied earlier and which population or which is a place or method we have to use or not used. We have to see from the not used only we can take the place which we have to identify and we have to use. So or are there emerging issues unaddressed by the previous research. So we have to also have to check whether these issues has been addressed by any people or there is any research which has been undertaken or not and so on. Step 3 is link the gap to your research. Your gap has to link to your research. So clearly show how your study will fill that gap. So how your study is going to relate or how your study is going to fill that gap. See, every study here will be giving some new ideas and no study from the researcher's point of view will be the similar. It will some or other there will be in the sample size or in the review of literature or from the concepts or the or some other things. There will be really there will be differences. There will not be any uniqueness in the study. One study will be will be different from the other studies and so on. So we have to identify. So I have given you the sample here. For though numerous researchers have explored distributed management strategies in the FMCG sector, and the most studies give the inputs like this, and how it has have its relevance, and how it has to be undertaken, and how the FMCG is there in the Coimbatore district and so on. So this is how we have taken the study. So thank you for the patience listening.